Good morning, DHS and community members. We will resume with the second hour senior exit project presentations. We ask you to keep your phones off and no flash photography. First person presenting is Wyatt Rutledge.
Thank you. My name's Wyatt Rutledge, and this is my senior presentation. So, a little bit about me. I'm 18, obviously graduating this year, and I consider myself, as a person usually, to be fairly easygoing. I just, most of the time, go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens, and just sort of like to live by that motto. Some of my strengths, in school, there's not very many. I can take tests well, and that sort of saved me all through high school because homework has not really been my forte, especially the getting it done part. And then, getting homework done's a big weakness, but also I procrastinate too. In these last couple years, my procrastination has turned into, oh, it's due tomorrow, so I'll do it, the day after. And that hasn't ended very well, not gonna lie. But we got here, so it's going okay. I'm in golf, I'm on the varsity golf team, and I'm in marching band. For work, right now I'm employed at Cottage Inn Davison. I used to be a delivery driver until my car died, and now I work in the kitchen and I make wings, subs, etc. The only reason I'm really working currently is because money. We are told to say why we're motivated to work. When I'm older, I hope I'll have different motivation because I'd like to go to college to be a history teacher in high school. But currently, I'm just at the job to get money so I can save or have fun. For career, I want to be a history teacher, and basically what that entails is I'm going to be teaching kids about history of the U.S., the world, and just different world events, either past or present. And then what you really need for it is strong communication skills. If you're not able to stay on track, or what's the word I'm looking for? If you can't stay on track or actually connect with the kids, they're not going to listen to you, and it won't really matter. Another important thing for it is going to be time management. I know that's usually looked over, especially with teaching, but when you're teaching, you can't just go on for a million years because, kids have other classes and they have other things they have to do. And then for college, I'm going to be attending U of M Flint. I got the Hale Scholarship, which is a full ride there, so I'm going to be going there for my bachelor's in history. Salary. Teaching salaries, as I'm sure most of you know, usually aren't the best. But I hope that's not why teachers are doing it, because if it is, they'd probably need to find a different job. Because they don't make a lot. The median for a history teacher is around $60,000, which is not the best. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. And that's also after years of being a history teacher and working for a certain school, because you have to get experience when you're teaching to actually get your salary up. The field is going to be growing. 4%, I'll take it. It's going up. It's better than going down, so can't really complain about that. The good and the bad. Obviously, like I said, bad is low pay. It's a struggle, but as long as you have a different job or something else or another person in your life, it's not as bad. And then also it's going to be stressful, which that can be a struggle sometimes. I know because my mom's a teacher. She teaches special education, K through 6. And I know that can be a little more stressful sometimes, but it's still, you'll need a lot of patience for it and be very controlled. And then also, there is positives too. I mean, you get summers off, which can't really complain about that. Who doesn't like having summers off of work? You're gonna have to, during the summer, do lesson plans for the for the next year, and then even prepare your classroom. Sometimes you might have to paint your classroom. And then also, I just love learning and teaching history. Previous opportunities, I've helped my mom in her classroom throughout the years, and I was sort of like a student teacher in there is what I would do. And I would just chill. When I was younger, I would play games, but when I got a little older, I would actually help her with teaching. And then also for jobs I've had, I've been a theater usher, along with I've worked delivery driving, which both of those, you're dealing with patrons on a daily basis, and you have to have patience, you know, when a problem comes up or something like that. Future plans, like I said, I'm going to U of M Flint for history, and after that, I'm gonna get, or well, not after that, during that, I'll get my bachelor's, and then after that, I'll have to get my teaching license, and then hopefully I can apply and find a job somewhere near here, is what I'd like. And then we're excited, and that's my senior presentation. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Sydney Dyer.
All right. Hi, my name is Sydney Dyer. Who am I? I'm 18 years old. I have one older brother, Mitchell, who just finished his freshman year at Central Michigan University. Some of my characteristics: I'm very hardworking, self-driven. Some of my bad characteristics is I procrastinate a lot, and I can be very stubborn at times. Activities I've been involved in. I am Vice President of Executive Board on Student Council, and I've been on Student Council for 8 years. I'm part of National Honor Society, Key Club, Cardinal Ambassadors, and I've been playing violin for 8 years now and have been concertmaster. I have also been involved in girls varsity swim for 4 years. Some of my big accomplishments is getting my private pilot license back in September, which was probably one of the best accomplishments I've ever had. I got the Saginaw Valley All Academic Award, Saginaw Valley Honorable Mention for the swim team. I have 2 school records at the school, and I was top 16 in the league for both 50 free and 100 free. I have over 160 hours of community service, and I got these hours by helping manage the boys varsity swim team, coaching summer swim, helping with Sanford flood relief, and many other things in our community. Where I am going. My short-term goal is to attend Eastern Michigan University in the fall and get a degree in aviation management with a minor in business. My long-term goal is to keep my flight training going and possibly get a job at a commercial airline such as Delta, United, or American Airlines. What I will need to become a pilot. There isn't a big need for a degree in aviation to become a pilot, but it's something that's very recommended. It does, however, have a lot of training, and training can be very expensive. It can go anywhere from $90,000 to $130,000, which is a lot of time, and it also can take quite a few years to get it. The salary can range quite a bit. Starting out, you make around $60,000, and you can make up to $300,000 or over $300,000 a year. There is currently a big need for pilots, so the year I'll be eligible to become a commercial pilot, there are 941 American airline pilots alone that will need to retire, which is a really good sign for me. Some of the pros and cons of being a pilot. The pros, there's amazing views with it. You make pretty good money. The hours are really good. You're guaranteed 75 hours a month, and the max you can work is 100 hours a month. So it's not a ton of work. You get to travel a lot. You're constantly learning new things, and you get to meet amazing people. Some of the cons about it, it's not really a normal schedule. You can work pretty much any day randomly. You're away from your family quite a bit, which can be good and can be bad. It can be very stressful because you are responsible for many lives, and it heavily depends on your medical. So if you get injured, you can possibly be out of a job, and also the industry changes quite a bit. What being a pilot is like. These are some of the pictures I have taken throughout my flight training, and you're constantly getting amazing views. You never have one set schedule. It's kind of all over the place, which I personally love. And it's just a great career for me. How I will get there. Over the past 2 years, I've been a part of Genesee Career Institute for their Aviation Academy, which is where I got my private pilot license and my drone license. And then I'll be attending Eastern and continuing my flight training through Crosswinds Aviation, where I will get the rest of my ratings, which is my instrument, commercial, multi-engine, and then certified flight instructor. And I will have to gain 1,500 hours before I can move to a commercial airline. And that's my works cited.
Next person presenting is Cameron Lentz.
Hi, I'm Cameron Lentz, and this is my senior exit project. Who am I? I'd like to say I'm caring, outgoing, and a person that's good at balancing work life and social life. Some of my strengths, I have self-motivation to get up and go to work mostly. School is not one of those, but I can get up and go to work any day of the week. I'm charismatic, and I am loyal and ambitious. Some of my activities I like to do is work, hunting, and friends and family. Some of my accomplishments are starting a company at 17 years old and buying all the stuff on my own, not having parents' money at all. My first year starting, I had 50 plus lawns, not including side jobs with landscaping and all that kind of stuff. Another one of my accomplishments is building houses with my boss. He taught me how to do it, and that's one of the lake houses we built on Lobdell, and we've built 4 other houses since then the last year. Another one of my accomplishments is buying my vehicles and stuff on my own. Where am I going? After graduation, I plan on going to the local 324, which is a 3 to 6 month program where I learn how to run heavy equipment. And then I'll go on a job site for around 3 years until I get 6,000 to 9,000 operating hours. And then I'll get my journeyman, and I'll be able to run any type of equipment on any job. Some of my goals, a short-term goal would be to graduate high school. Another one would be to get my class time at the local 324 and get that over with so I can just go on the job and get my hours I need to graduate that. Well, my long-term goal would be to buy my own equipment, start my own company, and own a landscape yard. So I'd be selling like bulk material to other people, and I'd have all my own equipment to do my own jobs. The numbers. So the base pay would be around $47,000, and the most would be $270,000, but the number would change depending on how many employees I had once I had my own company and where I'm at. The job outlook is only 5%, so it doesn't seem that great, but it's blue collar working, so there's always going to be an opportunity. And there's over 50,000 openings every year. Pros to the job would be I'll get good pay once I get my hours and I'm actually a journeyman and I'm actually running the equipment. Another pro is there's a lot of opportunity for growth. Like I could keep growing, and if I wanted to stay with Dan's Excavating or something, I could end up being a foreman and want to own my own company, but I don't know if I'd like that. Another pro is it allows for general contracting. So once I am working for Dan's, I can go on my own on the weekends and do my own contracting on my own time. Some cons would be long drives. Like, as you guys know, if you drive to Detroit right now, traffic is not good. It's because there's so much construction going on, so I'd have to drive all the way from here to Detroit every day for work. Another con is long work days. They'd be like putting in 12 work days, 6 days a week probably, and diesel and gas prices, because those are through the roof right now. So once I start my own company, that would be tough getting started paying to fill up the equipment every day, and if the economy shifts. How will I get there? I will get there through connections. My dad's cousin owns a trucking company, and he knows a lot of people, and my dad also does, so through them, I feel like I can get set up at Dan's and start working for them. And I also will get there by putting in my application for the union. A quote that I like is, God's plan has greater purpose. My mom is, or our whole family has been religious our whole life, so I think that God's got a bigger plan for me, then I'll end up doing that instead of what I want to do now. So that's it.
Next person presenting is Ariana Edwards.
Good morning, everyone. I am Ariana Edwards, if you don't know me already, and this is me presenting my senior exit presentation. Part 1, who am I? I would consider myself a creative, loyal, authentic, empathetic person. I think that I'm very spontaneous. I don't really like the idea of a set plan, and it definitely has caused some issues with some friends. And yeah. Some strengths that I have is that I'm very hardworking, I'm motivated, and I'm kind of a competitive person, low-key, but I always get through it. Some weaknesses is that I'm shy. I overwork myself to points of exhaustion sometimes, and I'm very thorough with my work, going over these slides and redoing them about 4 times. Accomplishments that I have received throughout the years of my high school is being on the high honor roll for all 4 years. I also have been in many extracurricular activities like past AP classes and doing cheer for about 4 years of my life and many other things. My motivation would be shown through these pictures, me and my mom, me and my dad, and little people that I taught how to do cheer. Part 2 of this presentation is where am I going? So my short-term goals would to be attain both of my degrees, which is my high school diploma and being enrolled in the early college program. I have a business and nail tech certificate coming in by next fall. My long-term goals would be to attain my cosmetology license and open up a new salon for all people with that business degree. My career is a cosmetologist. They specialize in hair, skincare, and makeup with any type of people. They, shown in the pictures, they have many different ways and styles of doing things. A school that I have been looking forward to is the Paul Mitchell School. They range about $20,000 to $37,000 a year. And some of the workplace would be giving expertise in like your different hair types, your skincare needs, nails, whatever you're thinking. Our base pay starts in school. It ranges from $17,000 to $60,000 a year. And then as you go off on your own, you can do your own base needs commissions and charge whatever you want. Pros about this is that there's different things every day. There's many hands-on work where afterward you get to enjoy your outcome with your client. And cons would be mean people. I don't really take on mean people very well. And there's constant pressure of like getting the mixtures right so that you don't burn someone's hair off, or that would be bad. And like constant calculating with like layers and everything, that would be a very bad thing if you did choppy layers on someone's hair. Part 3 of this presentation is how will I get there? So with past experiences, I have bleached, dyed, and cut my own, others, and my family's hair. I'm staying informed because this industry is constantly changing with like fashion and ways that people are cutting their hair. Like, for example, mullets have come back a lot this year. And building my credentials and building a name for myself is a big thing, because obviously you don't want bad credentials on your page. In conclusion, I picked the quote in the end, the hairdresser is a person's therapist, because boys and girls both get a little too comfortable in that chair and share their whole life story. I don't know why, but it would be kind of cool to hear about my clients and then have them come back to me and then tell me, I guess, the tea, and just like build like a bond off of that, and then have that experience to enjoy and build, like not have them be stressed out that they're coming to me, you know? And that will conclude my senior exit presentation.
Last presenting is Colin Turner.
Hi, I'm Colin Turner, and this is my senior exit project. Hey, how I work with this. Okay, who am I? I'm 18 years old. I'm an honor roll student and a brother. Activities: I played baseball, worked multiple jobs. I do teacher cadet at Cyple Elementary. I played tennis, and I golf. Motivation is my family and my friends, because they push me to be the best person I could be. With my qualities, I'm a hard worker, fast learner, and team player. My weaknesses is procrastination, because I take forever to start something, and my time management, because I'm usually late, but I'll be there. And where am I going? I'm attending Mott and I'm starting an electrical business. The salary range is $59,000 to $84,000, and the job look is 20% in 10 years. How will I get there? I work construction over the summer. I'm going to Mott to get an associate's degree in business, and then after 8,000 hours of work, I can get a journeyman's card, and then after that, in 2 years and 4,000 more hours, I could take the master's test. And then in conclusion, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You gotta work hard at everything you do. Thank you.
This concludes our second hour senior exit projects. We will be back for third hour. Thank you.